here we go. It is kind of dark there, ain't it? Okay, here you go. Hello, my name is Tom Dempsey, and this is my informative speech. From the time a child is born, they slowly become curious, and once they begin to walk, they become adventurous and seem to show a little fear. Unless of some type of new food on their plate, you can bet on one thing: they are not going to try it unless there is some type of trickery on your part. This brings me to my subject. I would like to talk about child safety and how it was when I was growing up and the difference child safety is now. Child safety has changed in many ways through the years, and there are many new safety concerns today. Having been a child myself long ago now, and having raised two children of my own, through the years I have seen many changes in child safety. Lately, I've done research on the topic and will enjoy sharing my experiences and what I have learned with you today. Child safety has always been a concern no parent ever wants to see their child injured. Through the years, many changes in child safety have occurred, and with new technology in the world also brings new safety concerns. Growing up in the 70s seemed to have less safety concerns than they do today. We rode bikes, skateboarded, and did all the things kids still do today. Somehow we managed to survive without wearing any kind of protective gears. Something else that has changed through the years: most people who pass by a park today and see some 10-year-old children playing alone, would be thinking, why are they without their parents? This was just a normal way of life in the 70s. We stayed outside till the street lights came on, and later on the weekend, or we heard our parents screaming our name. Yes, the 70s had some of the same dangers they do today. The world still had kidnappers and molesters. They could put any child in danger back then. There just seemed to be less worry. The parents' perspective would be go out and play and enjoy the outdoors. We probably learned more about stranger danger through Officer Friendly than we did from our parents. This is only one safety concern. A parent's worst nightmare has to be their child being abducted by a stranger. That fear still holds true today. With the new technology in the world today also brings new dangers to children. One of the dangers can bring sexual predators into your home via the internet, whether through chat rooms or social media sites. So parents, what I have to say is, before you allow your children on the internet, take the time to have an internet safety talk with your children. Moving on to other safety concerns, according to Safe Kids worldwide, in 2013, 2,578,023 children were seen in emergency departments for non-fatal falls. Inside or outside, children find a way to get injured. Bumps and bruises seem to be just part of growing up. I just recently read a story from Lucy Yang reporting from WABC News in Bridgeport, Connecticut. A kindergartner had an accident on a playground, which in fact she broke her arm. The parents weren't upset that she had gotten hurt because they know and do understand that accidents do happen. But what did disturb them was how the school nurse handled the situation. The nurse did not contact the parents. She simply just sent her back to class with an ice pack. There are also many accidents that can cause more serious injuries and even death if overlooked. One study which I had never given any thought is the growing number of TV tip-overs. This research comes from the Consumer Product Safety Commission from 1990 to 2011. It also was reported in the Washington Post. The number of kids under the age of 18 who were injured in a TV tip-over rose from 12,300 in 2011, a 125% increase in 22 years. Children under the age of 5 were at the most risk, according to 64% of the injuries. The study did not show whether they were injured by older tube sets or flat screens. The study also showed the number to increase by while more people buy newer flat screens and move the older sets into rooms, placing the older sets on unstable furniture, causing them to fall. Another serious injury with young children I would like to bring attention to is burns that occur in the kitchen. One of the most serious can be young children reaching for a handle of a pot, simmering off the stove, on the stove top. To help avoid this, it's better to use the back burners and keep the handle turned inwards and out of reach. Growing up during the 70s, I can still remember the hot sunny summer days, riding bikes and cooling off at the pool, with never a drop of skin protection to protect us from the sun. We burned, we blistered, and and the next day we'll be right back out playing. Studies through the years now show the health benefits and the risks of sun exposure. According to kidshealth.org, we need some sun exposure. It's the top source of vitamin D, which helps our bodies absorb calcium for stronger, healthier bones. But it doesn't take much time in the sun for most people to get the sun they need. And repeated, unprotected exposure to the sun ultraviolet rays can cause skin damage, eye damage, and skin cancer. So it's important for parents to teach them how to enjoy fun in the sun safely. According to Wikipedia, the 70s also brought a new change in child safety with Poison Prevention Act of 1970, signed into law by U.S. President Richard Nixon. The law required the use of child-resistant packaging for prescription drugs, over-the-counter drugs, household chemicals, and other hazardous materials that could be considered dangerous to children. In summary, needless to say, children of the previous decades survived, otherwise we wouldn't be here. Those days of sitting on your dad's lap as you pretend to steer while he was driving are long gone. Children get hurt every day, whether it's at home or on the playground. Bumps, bruises, and skinned knees are going to happen. But also remember, most serious injuries and accidents can be prevented. I would like to remind everyone how important child safety is and how safety has changed through the years. It's not necessarily a bad idea to follow in your parents' or grandparents' footsteps, but when it comes to child safety, you may want to take a different approach. Think to yourself, and when you are home, and look around and ask yourself, is there anything that could hurt my child, and what can I do to make things safer? I would like to thank everyone and leave you with one final note. Through my own childhood, I have my own share of bumps and bruises, even a few stitches, which may have been prevented had my mother not given me siblings. Thank you.